What is going on, guys? Snickel here. So we're going to be going for the trophy Pure of Heart in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Forgotten Saga DLC, and that is to defeat Nidhogg without using an Elk Shrine. So before we go any further, if you guys want to see what my abilities are or anything as we're going for this run, you can pause the video and look at it right here. But all in all, I'm going to be trying to give you a little bit of a walkthrough on how to get through this and how to try to, beat Nidhogg without using these Elk Shrines. Now, I do want to note that this DLC is a roguelike DLC, so my run is not going to be the same as your run, but I'm going to try to give you some general information going through each of the areas and stages and bosses on what you want to do. So those were my abilities. The other thing that you want to do before you go down and start going at this is you do want to go and buy a weapon or an ability if you had one that you liked from your previous run. So you can see that I did have a good weapon that I wanted to keep for my run. I didn't have an ability that was too good, so I wasn't really worried about it. Typically, they'll give you a melee ability, but you can come across them if you want to. So the main thing that you want to work on as you're going through here, like I said, this is a roguelike DLC, so each one of these areas and things that you do are going to be different. I did live stream this over on Twitch. That's where I'm pulling the information from, or the footage from, I should say. And I'm going to go to the, my live commentary as I'm playing through once I'm done doing this overlay or this voiceover. So again, this is going to be roguelike. I've probably said that about 4 times now. I'm sorry. So the first step that you want to do is you want to just play through the DLC and kind of just get to know everything, get to know the way it plays, and get to know the levels, get to know everything, the abilities, things like that. You just want to get to know it. You're not going to be able to go in your first run and get to and beat Nidhogg without using any of the Elk Shrines. It's just not possible. I mean, it probably is possible, but you got a better chance of winning the Powerball. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to play through, and if you can, beat the DLC. That would be the first thing. Now, at this point, I didn't beat the DLC yet, so actually, I did. I just beat the DLC the run before this, and the armor that I have is actually what you get from defeating Hell. So again, step number 1, just get comfortable with the DLC. And when I say get comfortable, I mean like do a run or two, spend an hour or so just like playing through, getting used to it, getting memories, getting thoughts, leveling up, getting abilities, things like that, and trying to get a good weapon so that you can have a good weapon and an ability to go through this run. That's going to be my first step. My second step is when you actually start the run, and things that you kind of want to worry about when you're playing through is really you want to focus on what you personally like, or how you personally like to play. If you like to play and you're very combat heavy, then you want to pick armor and things that work for combat. If you're very, bow intensive, you like to use the bow a lot, then you want to pick armor that works good with the bow, and you want to upgrade your bow and you want to do that stuff. You want to get rewards and things that go towards your bow. So it's really going to be based on how you like to play. Personally, I am super heavy melee, so everything that I pick is going to be focused around melee. There is another set of armor that is pretty decent for melee. It allows you to dual equip heavy weapons, but you do get like half of your health back on things, which doesn't really matter because we're not going to be able to use health anyway, or the Elk Shrines anyway, so it doesn't matter. So as the trophy description states, we need to go through this and we need to defeat Nidhogg without using the Elk Shrines. And I know what you're probably thinking. That sounds pretty difficult because if you know anything about the game, the Elk Shrines are what gives you health back. But there is a little caveat to this, and the caveat is that you can get health back from doing what we're doing here, health upgrades from anything that you see from any of the challenges. The other way that you can get health back is you can actually buy it from any of the vendors. So if any of the vendors sell an elk to get your health back before the boss fights, you can buy that and you can get your health back. So that's another way to get your health back, and that doesn't void the trophy. So a few things that I want to focus on, or that you should focus on as you're playing through, is since you already are going to do a run and you're going to have a pretty good weapon, you're not going to have to focus on any of the encounters that are going to give a weapon. The only thing that I would focus on for a weapon, if you really, really want to, and I believe I do it in this run, is I do focus on trying to get an offhand weapon instead of using this heavy shield that I have and that they gave me. So I focus on getting another weapon for my offhand, but once I have that, then I don't focus on a weapon. The main things that you want to focus on as you're playing through, there's really 2 main things that you want to focus on. The first one being health upgrades, because you want as much health as possible just in case you do get hit. And the other thing that I focus on when I play through is weapon upgrades, because you want your weapon to be as strong as possible. So those are the two upgrades that I would focus on as you're playing through. If you do want to do some encounters and you want to get some runes and stuff, then you can do that, but it's up to really what you want to do. Because what you can do is, if you have your weapons and upgrades and everything that you need, you can just skip a few of the encounters and then you don't actually have to do them, thus you may not lose health. So it just comes down to what you think you need as you're playing through, or if you don't need any health upgrades or anything like that. So if you feel comfortable with health upgrades and everything, then that works for you. It does suck because if you do die or anything like that, you are going to have to fully restart your run, because it is a roguelike DLC, as I have said half a dozen times. So if you do end up dying or doing something that messes it up, that is going to suck. But all in all, you just want to focus on getting health, and you want to focus on health upgrades, and you want to focus on weapon upgrades. Those are the two things that I've focused on. And if you don't have an ability, a melee ability, I would, try to get a melee ability, because it can be useful for getting stamina and stuff back if you end up running out of stamina. But all in all, it's not really necessary, but it does help. So anyway, with all that being said, I know it's a pretty long intro. I've gotten it through a few encounters right now. I'm going to let you go, listen to the live commentary and everything, and I will come back when we get to the first boss. And go the other way. I guess he's not going to, so let's just go up here and destroy him, I guess. Of course his bitch ass runs away. He's one of those fuckers. See ya. Dead. Look at his little bitch ass hiding in there. Fucking die. Alright. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. We want fire damage, fire resistance. Recover bonus health from Elk Shrines and healing effects. At low health, getting hit temporary increases armor. I like that. Just in case we go low health. It'll be a little bonus action for us. Alright, we got... we got some good options here. I think I'm gonna go... I don't necessarily need a weapon. I would rather get a health upgrade than get a weapon, because I got my sickle, and we've got a secondary weapon, so that should be good. Not too worried about that. I mean, I would like to upgrade the sickle, but all in all, we should be good. Who the fuck saw me? Oh, Jesus, man. He's that way. Oh my god, I hate when they burn him like this, because then I can't get the easy fucking kill. Because I gotta confirm the kill. Something that I want to note, as what I was just talking about in the live stream, is if you do come across these encounters where you need to kill an enemy in order to get whatever the encounter's reward is, if you are able to kill that enemy and then confirm the kill after, like immediately after, it will actually despawn all the enemies around you, which means you get the reward and then you don't have to worry about fighting any enemies. So that's an easy way to get one of the rewards without having to really lose any health or possibly get into any sort of fight. Bro, the people that, like, go for platinums and shit, and they plan that shit out like that, they really confuse the fuck out of me. I fucked that up. Like, I don't get why y'all just don't play fucking games to play games. Always gotta be extra with shit. Speed running, like, that's the only thing I could see is like speed running me. I mean, still, I don't think that that's kind of, I don't want to say a waste of time. You can only get a platinum once, so. All right, we're gonna go with guess we'll go with this. I don't have anything. Right on these nuts. I feel it. Right, we got another health upgrade, which is very useful. So we'll go with that. I mean, yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with speedrunning a plat, but that's too much, man. When you're making 80 alt accounts to play, like, community-created shit for doing, like, god damn, like, absolutely not. That's too fucking much. I think the first time I ever saw someone speedrun a plat was, like, Minecraft back on the PS3. Back before, like, you could download a world and just fucking do that shit easy. I saw people, like, create worlds and then just basically start popping trophies and shit. $103? Huh? When the fuck? Bro, that is too much. I don't even think I could make 5 if I needed to, let alone 103. What the? Huh? My man feeling okay? Sheesh.
Looking for a deal?
What you got for sale here? Predator bow? I'm gonna pass on that. Kick of tier. Elite resistance, speed, back damage. We could do ability upgrade. I'm gonna go with speed, and I'll do elite resistance. If you could see in the store there, you are able to buy an Elk Shrine. It was at the bottom left, and that will give you health back if you are in need of it. As you're going through those stores, I just try to focus on runes or like if there's a health upgrade or a weapon upgrade that you can buy, just because that makes going to all of those encounters a lot easier, and it basically allows you to kind of double dip if you want to. So we are going to get into the first boss fight here, which is always kind of an easy one, somewhat. And it just gets you, it gets you in the mood here to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is a pretty easy one. So what you can do if you want to is you can shoot the weak spots on the boar, which will actually allow it to get stunned, and then you can attack it. The reason why I always say to have a really good weapon from a previous run is that it does help you a lot. You can see that the sickle that I have, even though I haven't really upgraded it at all, is really cutting through this boss right now. And trust me, when I had this thing and I had a very good offhand weapon as well, I was able to cut down every enemy super fast. So it just comes down to getting a good weapon in your previous run. You can buy abilities from the guy that's back in Odin's camp in order to get legendary drops if you really want to. So you can kind of buy that, do a few encounters, try to get a good weapon, and then die on purpose if you really want to. I do want to note that the ability that I got, the melee ability, it ain't really it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty trash. I did not really use it at all. I should have bought the Kick of Tear, but it is what it is. We're using what we got, and the sickle is just doing enough as is. So I am being a little reckless, but we end up getting through here without losing too much health, only 45. So that is going to get us the first boss killed, and then we will now get into the next area, which I don't think is too bad. Personally, I think the worst area to fight through is definitely the third area with the enemies that you have to fight. But you can skip them if you want to, so that is the good thing. So if you feel comfortable with the weapons and the abilities and everything that you have, you can actually skip basically every single encounter and just run to where you need to run to in order to get through. Another thing that I want to note is if you want to, it's completely up to you, but if you want to and you feel like you need it, you can stop by the other merchants in order to buy things with gems. I believe there's a gem merchant in the middle of every single level, and there's also the merchant at the end that uses coins that you can buy, basically buy the Elk Shrine with and do all of that. I didn't mention this at the beginning because we didn't really run across it, but another way that you can get health back is by drinking from the cups that are they're not randomly placed around, but they're in the same areas, but the cups that are placed in every single level. So if you know where those cups are, you can actually drink from them, and those will either restore your health, or they will give you a health upgrade, or they could possibly take health away from you. So that's a risk that you gotta pay if you're going through there. But I did want to note that that is another way that you can get health back if you are, really, really needing it. I don't think I use any of the cups here. I was trying to find it, or I kept reminding myself to stop on this run and get it, but I ended up not doing it because I don't pay attention all the time, and I'm pretty stupid. So I do end up missing things, and I end up scuffing a lot of things. And most of the times, it ends up not working out for me. But on this run, it did work out for me. So I don't know how that worked out. But as you can see here, I am just running through the first set of encounters because there wasn't anything that I needed. We are going to be stopping here because, again, I do stop for any sort of health upgrade. These enemies in and of themselves are actually not too bad to deal with. There's one encounter at the bottom before we head into, like, the final area. Not the final boss area, but the final, like, encounter area that can be a little bit of a pain in the ass if you do get an encounter that requires you to kill a certain amount of enemies in like a minute and a half, because it throws a lot of very annoying enemies at you. But other than that, again, you just want to focus on those rewards that are things that you're going to use, whether it's health upgrades, whether it's weapon upgrades, whether it's you wanting a new ability, whether it's you wanting a rune. Like you can take those risks, and you can kind of figure out what you want in order to successfully get through. And if that means that you want to get every rune under the sun, and you want to do every encounter to have every rune, then you can do that. But the downside of that is, if you are getting into these encounters, there's a possibility that you could lose health while in the encounters. So why lose the health when you could save the health and use it when you get into the boss fights? Because the Nidhogg boss fight in and of itself can be very frustrating if you don't have a good weapon, just because of the attack patterns and things that it does. It's not like some, big brain boss. It's nothing crazy like that, but it can definitely be very frustrating your first time going through. And as you do it more, you get more comfortable, which again is one of the reasons why I said the first thing you should do is just get comfortable in this game. Now, one thing that you definitely want to stay away from is that little thing that's right in front of me, like the broken circle thing. That's just going to give you memories and thoughts, which are going to be things that you can use back at Odin's camp to buy upgrades and upgrade weapons and armor and stuff like that. So definitely stay away from them. Don't do what I'm doing here. I thought that I was going for a weapon upgrade when it turns out that I was just going for memories and thoughts. That's something that I would not advise you to do, but it actually ends up working out, because I think I end up just killing this boss and then confirming the kill, and everyone else despawns. Which is what I, kind of suggest everybody does if you have the opportunity and ability to do that. So definitely skip out on these. There's literally no reason for you to do these as you're going through this run, because again, you're not going to get anything out of it that's going to help you with this run. The whole point of you doing this run right now is, and you stopping and getting certain rewards, are things that are going to help you to get through this run, not really better your next run. And that's the thing with these roguelikes, is you have to look at it from a standpoint of doing things that are going to benefit you in the run that you're in, and then doing things that are going to benefit you in your follow-up run, because you have to assume that you're going to have a follow-up run. You don't want to assume that you're going to be done in this run. So we're going to play through the rest of this level. I think I try to stop at, or I do stop at, the merchant that uses gems, but he doesn't have anything worthwhile, so it's not even worth it. But I will get back to you when we get to the boss of this level. Like, don't get me wrong, the animations are cool. Where was my smoke bomb? I'm outnumbered. God damn, dude. What the fuck? I didn't even kill the guy up top, but if they're gonna give it to me, sure. AC2. Brotherhood's better than 2? I don't know. It's hard for me to pick out of the Ezio trilogy because they're all great games. Like, even Revelations to an extent is pretty good. So, I feel like it can be hard to pick it sometimes. I'm gonna go for the gem over there, because I'm gonna see if I can buy health from him. I don't necessarily care about weapons. I just want health. I should be able to just get in here and get out, because I don't know if I have the thing unlocked. I think I do. Even if I don't, I just go this way, I think. Don't mind me, Chief. I'm just gonna be running right through here. Oh, it is fucking blocked. What the fuck? Does it block it every single time? That's so stupid. I think I missed the cup too. It's all good. Let me see your wares. Ooh. Ooh. Thor's Wrath. So we can get heavy combo finisher creates a poison cloud. Damn, he ain't got shit here. I'm definitely gonna buy that. We'll save the rest. Not what I was expecting, but it'll get the job done. Lost a little bit of health. It's fine. Hopefully we got some good shit down here we can get. If not, then we'll be alright. Hopefully. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got weapon upgrade and a health upgrade. Okay, we're definitely doing both of those. Especially the health one, but... Alright, there we go. Let's go get our weapon upgrade now. Let me through? Hello? Anyone home? This one might just be a kill, which would be nice. Come on, please. Thank you. Oh, I got hit, though. Got hit, which kind of sucks, but it's all good. Alright. Hopefully we can buy health from this guy. That would be really nice.
Look, everyone! The giant what I wouldn't give for a real... Looking for a deal?
Yes, sir. What do you got? Okay, nice. Health. How much is this? Health upgrades 525. Alright, we will just be buying health then, probably.
Looking for a deal?
The placement of the stones has activated their power. It's that what struck the throne down.
Wake up!
All right.
Go easy! Show me what you've learned!
Seems almost human. And so white. Power protects this creature. We need something to counter it.
What an animation.
Found your weakness, Wolf.
Hmm?
No! Leave her alone!
My man woke up from his slumber.
Stay your amazement, traveler! Help me kill some cultists!
Where they at, though? I fucking hate that.
I won't let them hurt you, Sistir! Sistir will recover.
Away. I thought...
No, they weaken us. Our troop...
I understand.
Not everything in this place is as... You have my thanks. And my pledge.
There we go. Freedom fighter. Nice. Alright, one more trophy. And we are done. We're gonna go get this weapon upgrade, because that'll upgrade my sickle all the way, which will be nice. You can keep it a secret. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you, Alex. I don't want to get into too many encounters around here just because these enemies, I really dislike these enemies, like a lot.
Another opportunity. My patience has been rewarded.
did not want to do that. I'm gonna try to get over to that other merchant to see if I can buy health from them. That would be ideal. Well,
This must be the hand of Nidhogg, preparing a ghoulish meal for his foul master. Rather than the cult's expense.
that was fun. Alright. Let's go. Let's get over there and... I'm gonna try to bypass everything else now, unless I see a health upgrade or a weapon. I mean, I don't even really... I should upgrade my sword, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna try to... I'm definitely gonna do a health upgrade if I see it. See what this merchant has over here, though. No, 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 you fucking Nimrod. Javi, you're actually an idiot. Why, Javi? Why? Like, it doesn't matter because I'll respawn, but like, why, Javi? You fucking idiot. The fuck am I? He did. I mean, he got it, I guess. Health is looking okay. I should be able to buy health from either here or at the end. So... I'm not going to hold circle this time to climb down. Because we'll just fall into the water. What you got?
Ah,
legendary light bow would stagger enemies after killing 3. That would be pretty good. Okay, so we can go 50 and then 56. I don't really use my bow that much. Stagger nearby enemies after chaining 3 hits. Undead enemies explode when killed. Or we can get... Let's do this. Build up. Because I have poison. So that could help. There's a weapon that we can get across the way. I don't need weapons, so we should be good there. The good thing is we can skip if need be around here. Unlike when we get to Helheim, we have, or I don't need to go there anymore, but when we got to Helheim, you have to do every single encounter. Alright, so for this, we're just gonna go around the side. I'm gonna get out of here as fast as possible. Like so. And then we're gonna go across. Ugh, I hope I can fight Nidhogg as fast as I did it last time, because that was fast. I didn't even see any archers spawn out. It's kind of crazy. So, nothing good here, so we'll just pass again. Just passing by, don't mind us. This is the last area to get anything, so let's see if we get any weapon upgrades or anything good. What they got for us? It's not going to tell us. Rune? I don't really care about runes, so pass on that. Just hoping this guy's selling a health, because I need that badly. Not for the bosses, you don't.
Looking.
Alright. Yes. I don't have enough coins? Oh, fuck! I need... Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to kill these guys, and hopefully I'll get enough coins. Well, boys. It's like we're raw dogging it. I am excited about the new Assassin's Creed.
Looking for a deal?
Should be fun. Should be fun. Well, missed it by 50 fucking points. Or 50 coins. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. If not, we'll just head right back in and try again. I do want to apologize for that cut there. So I did make a cut because I did not have the coins like I was talking about before, and I tried to go down and get the coins, but I ended up not being able to get enough coins from the encounter below, so I didn't want to show you guys doing that encounter because it was just a waste of time. So basically, I was not able to buy that health upgrade or that health at the end before I went into this fight here. So I am going in with whatever health I have, which I think was like 150 out of, 116 out of 325. So I'm missing like 200 health. So if you had that 200 health, that would help out a lot. So I'm going to try to walk you through this Nidhogg fight, because this fight was probably the one that gave me the most headache, but I think the main thing that it came down to was just the weapon of choice that I was using and being able to put out enough damage. Now, that came from the weapon that I'm using, but that also came from me being able to upgrade my abilities back at the Odin's camp. So what you're going to want to do here is you are going to want to focus on basically 1 foot at a time, and you're going to want to watch each of his hits. So on his front feet here, he's going to do a little swipe back and forth, and every once in a while he'll shoot you with some poison or whatever. He'll also do this attack where it's kind of like an AoE attack, but you can easily get out of that. Another thing that really helps is if you do have a weapon or you do have a rune that will do like an area effect when you do like a heavy finish or something like that. I have a rune that will actually poison when you do a heavy finisher, so that does help if you have that as well, because you can see that I am poisoning him, and I did poison 2 of his legs there at the top. So there we go. We got his first 2 legs down. Now we're going to focus on the back leg. Now the back leg, you don't really want to get right behind him because he will do a little kick that you saw right there. That can come out of nowhere every once in a while, but you can dodge around it. Another thing he'll do is that swipe with his wing, which is really fucking annoying because he'll just randomly jump back, and before you have time to realize like what's going on, he'll smack you with his wing. So really freaking annoying there. Another thing is you kind of want to stay away from standing underneath of him because he does like ooze like a poison out of his like stomach. So you want to stay away as much as possible from staying underneath of him and more like on the around him. Now he will go up in the air here, and he'll just shoot you with like this laser beam thing from his mouth, whatever it is. That's pretty easy to dodge. You can kind of just scoot around and miss that. Another thing you can do if you have a good enough bow is you can shoot his legs, because I do believe that they have weak points, but I don't focus on the bow and arrow. I just focus on pure melee combat when it comes down to it. So here we go, we're getting his last leg. You only need to do 3 of the 4 legs in order for him to go down and start damaging him. Now you want to remember what legs you attack, because those legs will start at lower health in the next 2 phases. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to run up, and I always go to the left side of his neck, the side that I'm going to right here, because that's the side that I found was easiest to attack. And when you go to the right side, sometimes your weapon will hit his wing, and when it hits his wing, it will not do any damage. So I always go to the left side there just because I found it to be a lot more useful. Now what you want to do is remember what feet you were damaging before, and before he can even get up and get started, just start wailing at them to get them down, because that'll basically get you free damage, and hopefully you'll have the ability to get one of his feet completely depleted of health. I missed out a little bit, so it kind of sucks, but you can see as of health right now, we're doing pretty good. We are low on health, but we only got hit by about 40 damage so far, so that's not too bad. I've definitely had awful. Now this attack right here is an AoE attack where he'll kind of just spit out poison, and for that, just kind of sit back for a moment and just do your thing. As you can see, I'm using the bow and arrow and trying to whittle down some of the health on a few of those feet, and then he'll plow through you just like that. That's pretty cool. But you definitely don't want to focus on any of the feet that you did not damage before, because then you're just going to be wasting time and trying to get the health down on something that's got full health. So you want to focus on the same 3, and that goes for the 3rd phase. There is a 3rd phase here. It's kind of a hidden phase. You don't expect it because you got half health down on the 1st phase. You're going to kill him all the way in the 2nd phase, but there is a hidden 3rd phase, so just remember that when you're playing through, that you don't want to go too crazy. You want to sit back and you want to take your time. So there we go. We got the front 2 feet down. We're going to get the back right foot now. We want to watch out for his poison and his kick. We're down to 16 health. Well, now we're down to 10 health. I was definitely on the edge of my seat. I always forgot that I had the that ability that will give you your health back, or the favor that will give you your health back. So that is a lifesaver. You definitely need that. So there we go. We're down to 1 health, and you'll see it's called Summit. It's called Courage, and then we get half of our health back from whatever we have. So I went up to 165. So there we go. We got all 3 of those feet back down. He's going to fly around until he crashes down again. And then same thing, we're going to head to the left side of his neck, and we're just going to start wailing away once he shoots this poison out. So there he goes. And then from there, we're just going to start wailing away, and then we'll get done the first 2 phases. And then we'll get into the 3rd phase that can either go really good or really bad. It depends how lucky you get, and it depends... it really just depends how lucky you get. So from here, we're just going to sit here. He's going to do some weird thing, summon some people. You can try to, or some enemies, you can try to take them out as they come in. I don't know if it necessarily does anything, but it's completely up to you. Now, there are going to be some archers here that are going to shoot at you in the 3rd phase. You can try to take them out if you want to, but I don't really focus on them, because as long as you're moving and you're dodging around, you don't really have to worry about them hitting you. What I would focus on again is before he even gets up, go to one of those feet that that you damaged before and just start wailing. You can see I did that for that front right one, but I actually didn't get it down all the way. I thought I did, but I actually didn't. And you can see just with a few swings, we're able to get his health on those ligaments all the way down, which is really nice. So here we go. We're wailing away at the front left. We're almost there. We do an AoE, or he does an AoE. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I realize, like, oh shit, he has like literally a centimeter left on his front right. We got to go take that one out. So come on, Snickel, stop being dumb. Figure it out and go in. I think I figured it out. I don't know. But you can see the archers right there. I still haven't figured it out because I'm stupid. Like I said, there is some stupidity that comes out sometimes. I think I realized it. I'm like, oh shit, I got to go get his other foot. There we go. And then again for this, when he's going to go down just like he did in the first two phases, you're just going to want to go for the neck. That's all you want to do. So we do go after the archers there just to try to soften the blow, but we are getting chased by enemies. Those enemies will die in one hit. So if you are able to, if you do have an AoE ability or something and you're able to activate it, you can kill all of them. I don't have something, so I'm going to just try to start wailing away at his neck, and if someone gets in my way, then they get in my way and they die. But I'm just wailing away here trying to damage him, because we definitely want to do this in this one phase right here. So you can see he turns his head, he's starting to attack. I don't really know what's going on. I got pushed through to the other side, I think. I have no idea what's happening, but now he's dead. So there we go. We have beaten Nidhogg without using any Elk Shrines, and I hope that I was able to help you guys. If I was, be sure to leave a like down below. If you did find this informative, again, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more trophy content and trophy guides like this. Anyway, I hope to see you guys around sometime soon.